let's get to Meg Terrell. She's got the story on the coronavirus vaccine and the debate over who's going to get it first. Tricky one there, Meg.
It sure is, Becky, and it's coming to a head today. So this advisory group to the CDC is going to meet today and take its first official vote on who should be really at the tippy top of the priority line. This is a committee known as the Advisory Committee on Immunization Practices, or ACIP. So they're going to be meeting from 2 to 5 p.m. today, taking that vote around 4:40 today. And the reason they need to vote on this, of course, is because supplies are so constrained of these vaccines if and when they get approved, which could happen in the middle of December, just a couple weeks away. So there are estimates that there could be enough for about 20 million people in the month of December, and then 25 to 30 million people starting in January of 2021. So the CDC has laid out a set of priorities, but they really need to sort among them because there's just not enough vaccine to cover all of these groups. So they include healthcare personnel. There's about 21 million Americans in that group. Adults over the age of 65, there's 53 million of them. Other essential workers who really keep the economy going, 87 million. And people with high-risk health conditions, more than 100 million. And so the debate today is who should be at the absolute top of the priority list. And really the CDC group has been leaning toward healthcare professionals and people who are living in nursing homes. So that together would be about 24 million people. But there are also reports that the Trump administration is pushing for people over 65 to be at the top of the list. So this is really a debate over who should be protected first, as supplies of these vaccines are so limited at the beginning. Guys?
Hey, Meg, just looking at the math on that, you add that up, and that's more than 250 million people. There's got to be some overlap in those groups, people who are first responders, but also over age 65 or high risk or something along those lines. I mean, I can't imagine that 250 million plus of the, 330 million people in the United States fit in this 4 groups.
Right. No, there's absolutely overlap, particularly, the high-risk adults with more than 100 million people, essential workers, for example. And so just figuring out those groups and who should really be at the top is going to be that challenge. But then as we work through the priority groups, there will be the rest of the country. And that is expected to be, May through July, when folks who don't fit into one of those groups will be able to get a vaccine. And we'll start to get to that 70% of the country reaching herd immunity when life might start to get back to normal a little bit.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.